just how things go.
You don't think that's one of the reasons why the black community, people don't get married? You see a lot of these women that are, successful with a good job.
You don't think they don't want to get married?
They don't want to get married.
You don't think they want to get married?
Good job, nice cars, but they're not married. 2 kids or 3 kids from different fathers.
Okay, don't come for us.
No, of course. What do you mean?
Don't come for us.
No, I mean, most of the time you see 3 kids with different fathers.
You think anybody decides that I'm going to have 3 children with 3 different fathers or 2 children, whatever the number is?
Yes.
No one goes into any of those things saying, I want a broken family.
Okay, but how do they find themselves like that?
Life happens.
No. It's crazy. So, like I was saying earlier, for the longest time, I'd never really seen myself with a black woman. Never really seen myself with a black woman, and
as a black man.
Yeah, as a black man. And I think many people share my opinion. I mean, the opinion that I'm at very different spots right now in my life, but I never really saw myself being with a black woman.
That's crazy. Why?
Why is it crazy?
What did my sisters do to you?
Because I felt at that particular time that black women tends to look down on black men.
Okay, in what way?
Especially if she's doing better than the man in terms of financial situation. If she's she's doing okay, she's got a good job, much better job than him, they tend to look down on us. And trust me, I'm not the only person to believe that. As much as I feel different today, I still stand with what I felt at the time in terms of the behavior of black women toward black men. How do they behave? Look, I'm going to give you a very simple example. I mean, I worked as a bouncer, okay? I worked as a bouncer at the time with some of my friends, and I remember clearly at the time, every time a white woman came to the club and we said a compliment, like, hey, good evening, lovely shoes. She go like, hi, thank you. And she walks in. Mm-hmm. No issue, no problem. She walks in. You see a black woman coming. She comes out of her car, a brand new car. And you say, nice shoes. She's not even going to look at you. She's going to pass. And if she looks at you like you're a sack of potato. And she goes straight into the club and go say hi to Thomas or Johnson or Fuswana, some white boy who's a waiter. So she will ignore the black brothers that say hi to her and just walk straight in.
I have something for that.
Okay, and before you give me something for that, let me tell you what happened. We decided, me and my bouncer friends, not to greet black women anymore. Because every time a black woman would come to the club, she would act funny. Even if you're just trying to be nice, like in a normal way, you're just trying to be nice. Okay, you're just trying to make a compliment to a sister, like, hey, nice dress. She just looks at you like.
Sure, I hear you, but so here's our experience as black women, right? 10 times out of 10, a black man speaks to you, he's trying to get it in. Am I lying?
No.
Let me explain, right?
Is that a reason why you're going to put everybody in the same box? Because a few guys trying to get it in?
10 times, okay, let me be fair. Maybe 9.5 times out of 10. A black man says something to you, they're trying to get it in. They're trying to get your number. They're trying to talk to you. There's something more than just, oh, I'm looking for directions. Oh, I just want to know how to get to this place.
Okay.
So for a white woman, she probably isn't usually the subject of interest for black men.
So
right?
Black men don't try to
So
get
when
with
a
white
black man says hi to her or gives her a compliment, it can be seen as innocent. It's just, oh, hi. This man is giving me a compliment and that's it. If you happen to be in a place where maybe the opinion of a woman is required, that person is asking for your opinion, maybe you could be like, okay, this is innocent. But in most places where a black man is speaking to you, even after asking for your opinion, they can be like, yeah, so, when are we going to? And they start trying to get you interested into whatever it is that they want to do with you. It's never just innocent with black men.
Okay, but is that a reason why you should put everybody in the same box?
No, it's
just... fellas, it has happened to me before. I was just trying to ask what time it is to some sister. You're like, sorry, excuse me. Sorry, she just looked at me like this. I've got a boyfriend. I was like, what?
You know
You
what?
know, I was like, what?
You know what?
Like, you're not even my type. You know, I had to, no, sorry, I had to put it on to, sorry, I'm just trying to ask you first. Really, you definitely not the type of woman yeah, I mean, like.
That's rude. That's so unnecessary.
No, that's rude. Isn't it rude from her to just say you got a boyfriend?
Okay.
That's very
Would
rude of
you
her.
not expect your woman, when in a situation where another man is trying to talk to her, trying to, get her to leave with him or whatever, would you not expect her to say, dude, leave me alone, I have a man?
I would expect my woman to
Yeah, so her expectation of a black man coming to her is, this man wants to get my numbers.
Okay.
This man wants to, can we meet up for lunch sometime? Because that's what her experience her entire life has been.
The difference is I didn't do that. I would expect my woman surely to defend herself, but to be polite. Like, hi, how are you? How can I help you? Sorry, can I get your number? Oh, sorry. That's what I expect.
Even with that,
not just to go, sorry, I got a boyfriend. Like, come on.
Yeah, that is meant to
you
be
look
harsh.
like a tire of a tractor.
It's fine. She's somebody's tire of a tractor. Okay. What matters is
somebody's tire of a
you
tractor.
said it. He said it, guys, not me. In this instance, it's I need to be harsh, so you know that there's no wiggle room. There's no, you can try convince me. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, but you can still listen to what they have to say.
In any case, if I must give you...
And the problem is most black women don't do that. In fact, let me put it this way for you. If a black man looks really good, okay, and he's got a very nice car, she's got the time to listen, whether she's got a boyfriend or not. For most cases, she's going to listen. She's going to listen to you. Yes, how can I help you? Until you finish what you have to say. Even if you say, I want the number, then maybe she'll say no.
Did you stop with not a nice car?
But she entertained the man because he looks good, because he's got a nice car. She can entertain the conversation. Why? Because then she can go home, oh, I'm still valuable in the market. So this idea that you're presenting, I hear you, but I think it's only valid with people that don't necessarily look extra. Because every time a man who's got a nice car parks his porch or whatever that is.
Did you not stop with a nice car?
Where?
With this lady?
No, I was walking. I didn't. No, I didn't have my nice car. I was walking. I mean, yeah, the treatment is. That's what I'm saying. If the guy stops with a nice car, lovely car, she can entertain that. She can listen to you. Like, hello, how are you doing? I'm okay. And you? How can I help? Well, I'm looking for this. She's going to listen to you. And even if the man says, can I get your number? That's, even if she's in a relationship. That is
even if she's in a relationship.
No, let me finish. Maybe that's probably when she's going to say, no, sorry, I cannot give you my number.
Okay.
Because I'm with somebody. So women are more patient with a man that looks emphatic in society. He looks like he's a CEO or something. He's a boss or that. She can listen to that. But if it's a guy or normal dude, she doesn't want to listen. Even if the guy is just trying to get what time it is from her. Okay, so they're more tolerant with people that look, glamorous. And you know why they do that?
Why?
Because she can go home and pamper herself and say, oh, I'm still valuable in the market. That guy stopped his big car and spoke to me. So if this...
It's not that deep, eh?
It is very deep because, look, we all know for women, attention is a currency. Okay? They love the attention, but the attention of the right people. A woman wants attention from a black man, but just not a random black man. She wants attention from the cream of the cream. That she can entertain. But a normal guy from a normal cliques, okay, Fellas Clique is a retail shop, right, in South Africa, where you sell, what do they say?
Like drugstore for
drugstore.
Other people.
From a normal guy, they cannot entertain. But when it's a boss, it looks like somebody, then they can listen to you. Why is that? As opposed to white women, let me put it this way for you. White women are more prompt to accept a black man who's not rich, who's got nothing, than what black women are capable of most of the time. Like, we know that a white woman will most likely be okay with you. You don't have a great job, it's fine. But a black woman will never look on somebody, never put her eyes on somebody that she deems lower than her in society.
But why should we? Why should we step back?
Why is that stepping back?
I mean, a lot of black families have children that are now being the first to have really good jobs and be able to take care of themselves and buy the first properties and their first cars and all of that stuff very early on in their careers.
Okay.
we are taking steps forward and you want to bring in somebody's like fetching poverty looking at it.
Why is dating somebody from Clicks or McDonald's fetching poverty?
If you have you're a regular corporate girly with a regular job and you can afford your little self, your little car, your little apartment, you can afford going out here and there, whatever.
Yeah.
And the types of places that you go to, the types of things that you can buy for yourself before any man even comes into the picture are of a certain level.
Yes.
Why would you take a step back to a place where you can't even buy any of those things? You can't even go to those places because the person that you need to go there with can't afford to do that with you.
Why is that a step back?
Because you can't do what it's like. You meet me here. Let's keep it here or higher.
Unbelievable.
Who fetches poverty with their eyes wide open?
Why is that fetching poverty? Like, why is the mark of a good man somebody that's got a company?
We're talking just about money. That is not. That is not. I've never said that the mark of a man is whether or not he's got that. We just happen to be talking about the example of somebody that's working at Clicks or at McDonald's with somebody that has a regular corporate gig.
Okay, so why wouldn't somebody with a corporate gig give a chance to a good man from McDonald's?
If that person has a good man with potential, maybe. But how many black women have given the chance to potential?
They don't do that. Sorry.
And helped grow a man.
Absolutely not.
Not everybody gets a finished product.
Absolutely not. Black women do not entertain a man who's lower than them.
Not everybody.
Not do that. They don't even answer them. They go like, yes.
Not everybody has access to finished product.
No,
black men.
I'm sorry. I'll tell you what.
But they don't.
There's
women, just not enough to go around for that.
Look, in the black community, they are the cream of the cream. Okay, the men that have the money. Let's say in a scale of 10, the 10s and the 8s and the 9s are the people that have money. They look good. They take care of themselves. They, upstanding kind of people. Up there. Now, black women, let me say, from the 1s and the 2s and the 3s and the 4s and the 5s, everybody wants the 10s among men, the 9s and the 8s. Okay?
As they should.
And what about
Why do you want them to? It's like there's that saying that says, reach for your dreams, reach for the heavens.
So why,
if you fall, at least, okay, don't just, you can't aim for.
Why should those men entertain women that are lower than them there?
Why should
those men that are 10s and 9s and 8s entertain women that
Isn't
are
that how things go? It's like when men get married. You're not picking somebody your age, you're picking somebody younger than you. You know the reasons why you want somebody that's younger than you. You don't want the drama.
Why is that? Why is that?
You don't want the drama that comes with your age mates or somebody like similar age because they know too much. They expect, as they should, they expect what is, in all honesty,
my question,
due to them.
Sure. Why should a man entertain
So the same way we
well?
have those, an older man with a younger woman, with a slightly younger woman, an okay woman with a slightly more okay man. In terms of finances, that's kind of just how things go.
You don't think that's one of the reasons why the black community people don't get married? You see a lot of these women that are successful with a good job.
You don't think they don't want to get married?
They don't want to get married.
You don't think they want to get married?
Good job, nice cars, but they're not married. 2 kids or 3 kids from different fathers.
Okay, don't come for us.
No, of course. What do you mean?
Don't come for us.
No, I mean most of the time you see 3 kids with different fathers.
You think anybody decides that I'm gonna have 3 children with 3 different fathers or 2 children, whatever the number is?
Yes.
No one goes into any of those things saying, I want a broken family.
Okay, but how do they find themselves like that?
Life happens.
No. Why doesn't that happen with the white community?
Because they stick together. I mean, they get married at like... I've seen what the people have gone to varsity with. Like, they'll be together from varsity.
They don't follow money. They like the man that they liked in varsity and they continue with that man. Whether he's got works at Clicks, McDonald's, or he's a farmer, it doesn't matter. If he likes Jerome, Jerome is a man. Black women in general, once she get off varsity, the man she used to be with in varsity is not good enough anymore because that guy doesn't have the money to go to the, to the
You
section.
don't think it
In the
also
club.
has something to do with the level of maturity of men and women leaving varsity at the same time?
Well, please
Like
explain.
a woman is already so many steps ahead
Yeah.
than a man that's leaving varsity.
That's
These young adults,
Yeah.
like if you think about black people that get married at like 25, whatever,
Yeah.
that could not. I mean, there's no formula to it. You can get married young, be happy. You could get married old and be miserable, and vice versa.
Yeah.
If you're getting married young as a black woman, there's an expectation for you to immediately become a wife. There's an expectation, I suppose, but to a lesser extent, for the man to also become a husband.
Yeah.
But they're still out here in the streets living their best lives, going up and down with all their friends. They just don't step into it as quickly as a woman is because they're still maturing into the role of being a husband. And she's stuck at home dealing with the kids by herself, dealing with everything in the house, but yet still contributing fully to the house because they're both fresh out of varsity. They are both still just making peanuts.
Why do we calculate who contributes what in the house? Why does that only happen in black household?
I'm only mentioning this because I'm talking about two people that have left varsity at the same time.
Yes.
They are starting off on a level playing ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't black women stick to the boyfriend they had in varsity?
Why don't the boyfriends stick to them?
I think most of them want. I know a lot of people that have been heartbroken. Like, she doesn't want me anymore because there's some dude from a certain company that wants her. Yeah, because it's very sad. We are the only community where most women expect the man to give her money for nothing.
only?
No, we are. We truly are.
I raise you Middle East.
Okay, please confirm. But okay, doesn't matter. Let's take the white community. Okay, white people, you see them young, high school together, varsity together. Then when they're 24, 25, 26, they get married, start making babies. They don't care about the money, how much money he makes. They don't care what jobs he's got.
But
And
if you've
in our
never-
community, unfortunately, let me stop you there. In our community, why is it that when you meet a man, the first question your friend will ask you is,
Okay, pause.
what does he do for living?
Let's just take it back
Yeah.
one step, right? If
They
you're in
don't
a
ask,
situation,
does he treat you nice?
Okay,
Is he good with you?
wait,
Is
let's
he
take
kind
it
with you?
back.
But the question the friend will ask her is, what does he do for living? And why do they ask that? They don't ask that because they're curious.
let's take
They
it
ask that
back.
because they want to calculate or set the level of respect they will give him. Oh, so what is he going to provide? Why is it all about money?
okay, let's take it a step back
Please.
because you've mentioned two very important things,
Okay.
right? The first one being that it's almost like white women are kind of sort of okay with. If you're coming from a situation where your family was already okay,
Okay.
you can continue with already okay.
Really?
But if you are coming from a situation where you have a disadvantaged background, you're the first one in your family to be okay or to be on a trajectory that says, I'm going to be okay.
Then you only have to select a man who's got a lot of money.
Just hold on. No, I never said anything about selecting a man,
Okay.
right? So you are coming from a situation where you have to help out your family to
Okay.
be okay. The white girl her family is already okay.
Okay.
She doesn't have to help. She doesn't have black tax.
Okay.
She can just pick who she wants without considering all the other things that a black woman has to consider.
Okay. Black tax fellas in some areas of Africa is, I know you know it's when a person gives back to the family. Okay, you're the first person doing okay in life. Now you start giving back to family. You know, it's natural. It's loving. Sometimes people take advantage, but you give back to family. You build everybody back. That's the community, the mentality. Let's go.
Yeah. So if you're busy doing that, you're helping your parents with, the house. You're helping them with your nieces, your nephews, whatever. And you get the random cousin here and there that's also trying to get something,
Yeah.
If that's the financial sort of burden that you have to carry, you don't have the space or the luxury or you don't have that time to
entertain a man who doesn't have money.
And it's not even necessarily about money. At least meet me where I am. So it's not that you're a burden, so that I have to help you.
I'm gonna tell you
whilst
a story.
I'm helping my family.
Sure. I'm gonna tell you a story.
I just don't have that room.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story that I've experienced myself. A good friend of mine, we used to work together. Like I said again, I used to be a bouncer. I'm not ashamed of it. It's been a long road. I appreciate everything that I've been through. I mean, I'm miles away from that. And if you are one of them watching this video, hey, keep fighting. Many, many years ago, I worked as a bouncer at a nightclub. And I remember this lady coming to one of my friends. Okay, she was very attractive woman, came to him and said, hey, how are you doing? She actually started a conversation. And he said, hi. It was nothing. She walked in. She came there a couple of times. Then he started talking to her. And she started talking back. Now, her friends were laughing at her because they knew she was just playing with him. Then they both caught feelings. They started a relationship. Her friend went crazy. Like, are you okay? This guy is black. Number two, he's a bouncer. He's just a bouncer. So you can entertain a black man, he's got some money, but when he's a bouncer, no, you can't do that. The woman's family heard about the story. They were not happy. Why are you entertaining this guy? Why? What's going on? She said, if you don't want him, I think we're going to have issues. She worked very hard with this man. She got very much involved in his life. She asked him, what do you want? What do you need? Where are you at? What is your direction? They worked together. Okay, she helped him get back to university, do whatever he had to do. She helped him attend some of the biggest conferences in entrepreneurship and stuff. As we're speaking right now, this man is a serial entrepreneur. He's got multiple enterprises, businesses, and he's doing good. They're married. They have children together. So this woman invested herself in this man. She saw potential in this man, not a bouncer. So while some women were looking at us like he's just trying to get it in, she was like, oh, this is a man here who just needs some polishing. It's like diamond. Like, have you ever seen diamond in its raw state? Diamond, you won't like it. Diamonds, it doesn't look shiny. It needs some polishing, some washing, some cleansing. Black women are not willing to do that. Why? Because some of them who have had some experiences with some negative people, what do they say? Oh, when you do that with a black man, by the time he gets better, he's going to try to find another woman that's better than you. I don't believe in that. Just because you've experienced a negative situation, you can't generalize millions of people based on one situation. I mean, there are some black men that have experienced negative black women who were narcissistic or cheating. Doesn't mean all black women are cheaters. No, they're not. Is that the reason why you say every black man is just trying to get it in? No. Just because I've experienced a cheater doesn't mean everybody's a cheater. There are many people, and the reason why, again, I'm going to say, the reason why many black women are not married is because they're looking for a very specific niche of high-level, high-end men, forgetting that in cliques there are good men with good values. In McDonald's, there are good men, with good black men with good values, who are going to be good fathers, who probably future is bright if somebody got involved and helped them to get better. You know, there are some people doing, simple entry-level IT who doesn't have a lot of money, who needs you in his life. So the king in him can come out. But you're not willing to do that. Then you say, oh, who's going to marry us? Well, you're looking for that guy who's got multiple options with 20, maybe 30 other women just like you. What makes you think you're going to beat all these women? Because he's busy looking like, this one want me. She want me too. What about everybody else? Are you blind to them? That's what I'm saying. And that's the reason why you see many people doing okay in life. She's got a job, she's got her own house, a nice car, looking for specific men that she will never get. Because those men have multiple options.
So are you saying the woman needs to start settling?
No, I'm saying, what do you mean settling?
Start settling for less than what they aspired to get.
The women need to stop dreaming about things that are absolutely absurd.
So you feel they're not being realistic about what they can attain?
They're not realistic. They are not realistic. Realistic means look at a man, what are his core values?
But of course.
Is he a good person?
Of course.
The majority of people
just
you're looking at.
having money doesn't necessarily guarantee you keeping anyone.
The majority.
So, I mean, it's not like a man that has long money. He also has his day. If he's not treating you right, if he's not treating you like the queen that you are, he has his day. His day is coming.
Yeah, but he's still
for him
winning.
to get cut off.
He's still winning.
What do you mean he's still winning? I mean, like with one specific relationship where there is a wealthy man with a regular working lady.
Yeah.
If he keeps on not treating her right and being a rubbish human being, whatever, his day is coming.
Okay, well,
so it's not like there's just one item on this list.
Sure.
Have money. It's not.
Okay,
that list is however many line items long.
Maybe I need to explain this concept. I think many women don't understand it. A man who's been with you.
But I hear you.
A man who's been with you intimately. Doesn't matter whether you don't want him anymore. He's already won. That's
won what?
Because he feels like he's conquered you.
Conquered what?
The only thing.
What is this? A mountain?
The only thing that a man will feel negative about or regret about is if he's not been with you intimately and you dismiss him, then he feels bad.
Okay, but why are we making this about him?
No, because that's how it is. The thing is it good that you taste this man? Then you don't like him, you dismiss him, you try the next one. You don't like him, you dismiss him, you try the next one. That's how you make many babies with different fathers. How about you stick to Tabo, who's got a normal job as an IT guy?
Yeah, but is Tabo treating you right?
Well, the problem is...
So it's like saying then just stick with whoever you have in your life, even if they're not treating you right.
No, are you telling me only black men treat black women bad? Because I feel like white women don't complain the way you complain. They don't say he doesn't treat me nice.
What?
The thing is,
I have something for that.
You say
I have something for that.
When a black woman is not happy, it doesn't matter what the reason are. Sometimes it's just the man's been asking her to level up, or to stop talking in a certain way, or to stop acting in a certain way, or to stop going to the club. Or he's not treating me nice. Okay, he's controlling. I don't like his attitude. He's too pressuring, right? Why? Because the guy probably was just asking her, you know what, that dress, I don't think it's inappropriate. I don't think those pictures you put in up are good. No, he's controlling. He's not treating me nice. Okay. I want to go find somebody else who's going to allow me to do my own things.
But let's take it back. You mentioned something. You said, why isn't that the same experience of white women?
Yeah.
That's the gist of what you said.
Why do they get married? I mean, I'm sorry. White women, and when we're talking about Africa, okay, I know it's very different in Europe and some other places. In Africa, white people get married. They create families and they live together and they continue and they go. With us, in the 20s, everybody's in a club, girls and women. I mean, okay.
So white women don't go to the club?
Yeah, not like they go to the club with one person.
Hey, I studied in Hatfield, okay?
They go to the
Hatfield Square was popping, unclassed. If anybody remembers this, please comment.
They go to the club with one man. Okay?
I forgot the names of the clubs, but whatever.
Our sisters go to the club. Whoever's got the money, get them to the VIP section. That's the man of the night. That's a subject for another day. And I'm never taking my daughter to some of these res and whatever that is in university.
Res is amazing.
She's going to stay home. My daughter is staying home. She's going to study from home. She's going to... I'm telling you.
Okay, we digress.
I'm not sending my daughter to university to go live there with boys. Never.
Okay. What I was trying to get at earlier is... You said, why don't white women have the same why don't they complain about
white men?
Or you're talking about white men?
Oh, black men.
Specifically.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, once they're married, and I'm speaking now like if a black man marries a white woman, right? Because when we started this, the conversation was about how you never saw yourself getting married to a black woman. I'm coming back to that. But a black man marrying a white woman will treat that white woman better than what he will do with a black woman, which is sad. Which is sad because, I mean, your mother is black, your sisters are black. Why don't you extend to somebody else's mother, sister, cousin, whatever, the same level of the same high queen-like treatment?
How do black men treat white women better than black women? Please explain.
Like, if I think about, I'll give you a stupid example. Expectations around household chores. A black man expects you to grind just as much as him in the workplace, and still come back home and put on your second hat of wifey and grind some more. Now cooking, cleaning, washing, doing whatever, helping the kids. Somehow, some way, that level, that expectation doesn't exist as much for white women. It's like they're more precious.
Isn't that maybe
that's
because...
just sad.
Isn't that because maybe black men know that
Black woman is used to struggle.
No, not struggle, but we all know that our sisters were cleaning the kitchen, they will cook, they will take care of things. I mean, it's just, regular stuff for you.
Regular stuff.
Yes,
so
not necessarily.
It's in essence, Black women are used to the struggle.
It's
they
not
must
a struggle.
Continue with the struggle.
Why is cleaning a struggle?
You don't think it's a struggle if
Why is cooking a struggle?
Me and you worked for the man the whole day. We both left here at 8 o'clock, went to the office, worked for the man.
Yeah.
Okay, had a stressful day, came back.
Mm-hmm.
You, as a Black man, get to just sit back, relax.
So you didn't go to the... Yeah, okay.
Sit back, relax, sit on your phone, watch some TV, catch up with whatever. The Black woman has to put on the hat of homemaker now. She's now worried about dinner. She's now, making sure that the kids' things are ready. Their homework is being done. All of that stuff that she now has to do in the time that you get to relax. And later, what happens?
What happens?
Anyway...
Look,
all these expectations for a Black woman to just have it all together, do this, then do that, then do that. We get tired too.
It's very interesting because...
But with your white wife, you wouldn't have that level of expectation for her. Even if we have two women at 15 years old, the Black girl had a help in the house, the white girl had a help in the house. They both don't know the heavy, I have to cook and clean and whatever. Yes, from time to time, maybe their moms would say, hey, come, let me show you how to make this thing. Mm-hmm. Hey, do you know how to start this and this and this? They have the exact same background, the exact same setting of having had help their entire lives. Yeah. But when she then steps into, and let's talk about a time where they can't afford to have a helper. So it's not like it's as easy as, okay, let's just get a helper.
But this is very interesting because...
The Black man is far more likely to help a white woman because to her, she's more... I don't know.
Because the white woman never learned.
The Black woman has
not
to figure it out.
It's not as strong as the Black woman.
That's exactly what I said.
I mean, come on. Unfortunately, these things are only valid when the woman is making very similar kind of money with the man. Okay? When the man is making way more money than the woman, she never complains about doing things in the kitchen.
I've had people that made way more than me help me with dishes. I cook, they help me with dishes.
Yeah, but still...
That's just somebody choosing.
Okay, you were very lucky with that. I'm saying you were very lucky with that.
Not all the time.
Okay, so the reality of most Black women is that they will complain about the chores at home when the man makes very similar money or less money. If the man makes way more money than her, she won't complain about that.
So again, him having money makes her less tired to do all these things after having worked a full day?
What I'm saying is him having money gives him more room for tolerance in a Black woman's heart. A man with money is more tolerated, more accepted. Okay, he can do a lot more nonsense that will be accepted, whatever that's considered nonsense, than a man that doesn't have money. So the man that doesn't have money, even though he's a good man, will not get the same airtime, the same room of tolerance from a Black woman. And again, you're saying
that's true about some things, but I mean, what we're discussing now is very, very specific.
Sure.
We're just talking about helping out with chores.
Okay, but isn't that the same thing then saying that a Black woman will not entertain a man who doesn't have money like her, but a white woman?
All women.
Why do you think all these actors go marry white women? The actors, the athletes and stuff. Do you know why they do it? Because when there was just a struggling soccer player in Morocco trying to find his way in Paris, nobody wanted him. When he became, struggling soccer player in Belgium, no Black woman wanted him. You think he's going to be a soccer player? Until somebody help him, until he works very hard, becomes a real player.
I hear you. Now
when he becomes a man,
any different.
Then you go like, why do these Black men want to be married out of their race? But he was there. You saw him.
But then that's like a high level of resentment, eh?
No, it's not a high level of resentment. That's a reality. You do not entertain people that are fighting to get better. You want finished product.
I hear you.
Then you claim, look at him, Kobe Bryant of the USA. He married somebody from... why don't you value your own people? Because you don't value your own men when they're still nobodies. Okay, you're not willing to put in the work.
But what have we seen? What have our experiences informed of that? Our experiences have said, You've seen with your aunties, you've seen with your moms. They've been out here helping our fellow black brothers.
Yeah.
And what do when they rise up in life? They ditch them.
Not necessarily.
So if that's what a lot of what you've seen is, you tend to then take a step back and stay away from that.
Okay.
Because it's, okay, I'm going to put all of me into this man who's going to wake up tomorrow and decide that he wants Becky.
Then you're assuming that he's going to go. That is not necessarily the experience that's going to happen. Because that's the same stance many black men have. Like, many black men who are doing good in life, most black women want them because of their money. Okay? They go like, if I date an Indian girl or whatever, colored girl, okay, she probably going to like me for me. If it's a black woman, the first thing she want to know, where am I standing in society?
You think
so it becomes a trade.
Other races don't like money?
All
women love money.
Everybody loves money, but not at the same level. I'm sorry. I need to put it not at the same level.
All women love money. And if you think about nations where it's typical that women don't work.
Yeah.
Their thing, you kind of sort of have to be able to take care of me, because I'm never going to be in a position where I'm taking care of myself, because we live in a society where the setup is the man does the taking care of everybody.
I firmly believe
so there's plenty women of many different races that are looking at what is my life going to look like financially with this person.
Okay, I get it.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I get it. The problem is capitalism has rotten people's mentality and head. Let's get back to tradition. I think the tradition was you find a good man who's respectful, who's a leader, who's a father, who's a protector, so you can do life together. This is not the setup of today. Today you look for the most financially successful man. The rest, you're going to check that later. It's, who is he? Oh, that's him. Oh, hi. Because of the money first. And that is the main criteria.
How do men see women? Is it not, I mean, you see this lady walking down the street or down in the mall or whatever, and she's fine. Look, isn't that what you see first?
Not everybody. I don't think so. I'm not that.
I mean, when you've never spoken to somebody, all you can see is what's out on the exterior.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't think I look at that. In many years, I never looked at that anymore.
Yeah, but if you've never had a conversation with anyone, what is drawing you to them? It can only be their physical appearance. So if you speak about that for women with money, we can speak about physical appearance for men.
Okay, what is physical appearance? There's physical appearance, appreciation, and sexual physical appearance. That's different.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's the sexual.
It's not necessarily sexual. Sometimes you look at somebody who's not necessarily sexually most appealing person to you, but he's very interesting as a human being.
How is somebody interesting?
Fellas, have you never been with a girl that you actually grew into liking her? You didn't necessarily go like, wow, but yeah, this happens because...
Yeah, but how do you pick that person out initially?
Because...
Guys,
look, you meet people in parties, in friends' houses. You don't necessarily meet people in the street. You look at the bodies. That's the thing. You know, most people that failing in this relationship is because they meet people in the street, in the clubs, in cliques. You meet people in friends' house. So these are genuine human beings. You go, if a friend's got a birthday, you meet somebody there. Do you have a conversation? Then you get to like each other. The thing is, you meet people most of the time. You meet somebody parking his car in a parking lot. Getting out, you go, oh, that's a nice Ferrari. Then he goes, oh, that's a nice ass. So it's exchange. It's not like meeting somebody, at a business conference and you have a chat during the pause. Hi, how are you? My name is Mark. How are you? Good. What do you do? You have a conversation. You find it interesting.
Everybody's a business-minded person. Like, I hear what you're trying to say, but not everybody is going to meet somebody in a calm, chilled, not sexual type of area. A sexualish area is a club. Okay, maybe because they like it's on.
Maybe where you're looking for men is the wrong place you're looking for men.
I'm not looking for men.
So my message is this. Okay, my idea is very simple. I love you, my sisters, very, very much, and it saddens my heart to see a lot of you having 2, 3, 4, 5 children from different dads. I don't think it's beautiful. It's not nice. Okay. It's beautiful to see a successful woman. A successful woman is not necessarily a woman who broke the chain of poverty, got a good job, has a big house, and 5 kids from different fathers. It's not nice. It doesn't look clean. I think we need to give opportunities to those men that are just good men Any man can rise to any level if he get the support that he needs. Yes. I was dismissed by somebody many years ago. Their parents were like, no, not this one. But today...
But the parents are just trying to look out for their daughter in the same way that you would try and look out for your daughter.
The parents made a huge mistake. They've been trying to send me friend requests on Facebook today. I'm sorry.
They didn't know.
Oh, well, nobody knows.
Because they're not trying to work off of potential. They're trying to work off of what they see and what is realistic.
That is profiting from... That's what using someone is when you want to work with what you see. It's also working with what you don't see. That is faith. What is faith? Faith is believing in something you don't see. If you have faith in me and I become the person you think I can become, why can I turn my back to you? I will never turn my back to you.
Have you met men?
Well, those are wrong men you've been meeting.